Slytherin house chest. I should see this through and find the Slytherin house chest.
Wish I brought that out. Oh, how fun and fly! You must try it.
This must be my house chest.
Wish someone
I
would
just
send
need to.
me a love
Seems
letter.
I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this.
Doubt that'll ever
Quite a
happen.
few by the look of it.
I need to stop by the owlery. Far too long since I've sent a letter home.
I've heard that Isaac Cooper received several hours.
Oh, what I wouldn't give.
Hello, I don't believe we've met.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha. Looking forward to beating you at Summoner's Court today. Shall we begin?
Yes, I'm ready to play.
Then let's get summoning. Accio! Yes!
Accio!
That was sensational! Accio! You'll have to do better than that. Accio! What was I thinking?
Accio!
That settles it, then. After your poor show against Natty in class, I thought I could beat you. Appears I overestimated myself.
Don't say that, Samantha. You're a fine player.
Well, that's very kind of you. Let's just say if I'm good, then you're better. I happen to know who you're up against next, and she's no shy opponent. Best of luck.
Black is without it. History of Hogwarts.
Revelio.
I'm glad that. It's been ages.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Do you find it hard?
Crap! I'm not ready for Professor Biz's lecture. Forgot my pillow.
In today's lesson, we will cover a truly thrilling event. The Goblin Rebellion of 1752 and all its triumphant tragedy. But more specifically, we will address the devastating effect it had on the wizard milling industry. Actually, we do know the number. 632. But history occurs outside the classroom. And look, it's time for my constitutional. One can practically osmose the history flowing through Hogwarts.
I think the professor wants us to follow him.
And now for a stroll to the Bell Tower entrance hall. Along with the rest of the castle, it was completed in the late early Middle Ages. The hall and the bell towers that loom above it contain myriad interesting artifacts. Good to see you again. Recovered from that nasty bout of dragon pox, have we?
That wasn't me, Professor. I'm new here.
Are you? Well then, welcome. No doubt you're eagerly anticipating my analysis of various wizarding councils, codes, statutes, and of course, goblin rebellions. Not all goblins are rebellious. Some venture into wizarding politics, such as Irgit the Ugly. Some are talented artisans, such as Bragbor the Boastful.
Did you say Bragbor? I think I know that name.
Well known for his metalwork. I would imagine much of his goblin-wrought iron and silver has survived to this very day.
Oh, of course. Odgok said he was an ancestor of Ranrock.
Where were we? Oh, yes. Back to our class topic for today. Grimbold Weft. Another notable historical figure. He's right nearby. Curious students can find him on display here in the Bell Tower entrance hall.
Can you tell me where I might find Grimbold Weft?
Oh yes, Grimbold Weft. Quick with a needle and thread, that one. He's a fascinating artifact of the Goblin Rebellion of 1752. At any rate, he can be found nearby, perched in his case.
Revelio.
Leave it to Bins to make the most interesting school in the world seem dull.
Sir Skagglethoat the Heedless once challenged a mountain troll to a game of musical chairs. Care to guess who won?
This Grimbold Weft sounds
Revelio.
like not a hero of the rebellion.
Oh yes, I see you found Grimbold Weft.
Yes, I rather enjoyed seeking them out.
The thrill of the scholarly pursuit. I know the feeling quite well. Now, let's turn our attention to the agreeability and general good nature of Sir Aphpuddle. He's also nearby. See what you can learn from him for your next assignment. Standing in eternal but symbolic watch over the bell tower is a retinue of loyal knights, or rather, statues of knights, I should clarify.
Where can I find that friendly knight you mentioned earlier?
Oh yes, Sir Aphpuddle, or rather the statue of Sir Aphpuddle. It can be found amongst the other statues of knights. It's easy to identify, as it's been enchanted to wave at those who take the time to seek it out. Where his warm and approachable demeanor is celebrated by old friends and newcomers
How nice
alike.
to see you, my young
I
friend.
encourage everyone to make the waving statue's acquaintance. As one would expect, Hogwarts contains no narthexes, since obviously those would not be found. Castles. Hogwarts is impervious to the inexorable march of time. Perhaps that is why I admire it so.
Accio.
Our students often complain about the many staircases at Hogwarts. They never bother me.
Revelio.
In all the centuries that Hogwarts...
Where can I find that friendly knight you mentioned earlier?
Oh yes, Sir Aphpuddle, or rather the statue of Sir Aphpuddle. It can be found amongst the other statues of knights. It's easy to identify, as it's been enchanted to wave at those who take the time to seek it out.
Sir Aphpuddle was the Revelio.
As one would expect, Hogwarts contains no narthexes, since obviously those would not be found in the castle.
Revelio. Revelio. If you fail History of Magic, you're doomed to repeat it. The class, that is. Revelio. Revelio.
Professor Binns, I found the statue of Sir Athpodle.
Ah, well done. Alas, Sir Athpuddle's affability was his undoing. Died instantly trying to befriend a basilisk. Eye contact is not always to be encouraged. So beloved was he that even some goblins mourned his passing. Of course, that did not bode well with the rest of the goblins, most of whom could not abide mourning the loss of a wizard.
Pity goblins and wizards can't get along.
True, but imagine how dull my lectures would be without goblin rebellions to discuss. History does tend to repeat. It is a series of patterns, a thought both comforting and disconcerting. The wise student, such as yourself, will learn from it. History is written by those who do their schoolwork, so they say. Or at least, I like to say that.
Looks like we've all gone on another one of Binns's wild goose chases.
How can we do so much and accomplish so little?
Revelio.
I like
If you put a foot wrong, it's just, well, there's a rather foul odor. Oh dear. The headmaster.
Lumos.
It is a location that warrants pride, not one that reeks of manure. It's not me.
Sounds like a good reputation to you.
If someone gets struck by a certain room, we do hope it's you.
Revelio. Got it.
I've learned almost all of the Goblin rebellions off by heart.
Revelio.
Hogwarts hasn't.
Somebody
been kidnapped!
Sir, are you all right? You seem to be in some distress.
All right? Do I look all right? I've been kidnapped!
How can you be kidnapped when you're right here?
What sort of question is that? Of course I'm right here. I've more than one frame. Do you only have one home? It's my other frame. It's been stolen. And by students, no less. They paid filthy thieves to steal my other frame.
Oh dear. That sounds awful.
Well, awful is exactly what Astoria Cricket is. She's behind all of this. She and her friends were moaning about me, of all the nerve. Then I heard her plot to enlist a gang of good-for-nothings to have me stolen from the Three Broomsticks. That's why my other frame hung. Hovel of a place. Though I suppose one could do worse. I once knew a portrait who ended up in the Hog's Head. No one's heard from him since.
Right. So back to your frame.
Ah, yes. There I was, powdering my wig, and the next thing I knew, I was being manhandled by rogues and carried off. As if I can afford not to be at my post. I do important work for the headmaster, and I need my other frame back at the Three Broomsticks.
I could look into the matter for you.
Oh, would you? How marvelous. Do it quickly, though, won't you? The place they took me to is quite beneath me. Off you go, then.
Astoria Cricket?
That depends. Am I in trouble?
Ferdinand Pratt thinks you should be. Says you stole his frame.
I wouldn't call it stolen. Relocated's more like it. How do I put this nicely? Ferdinand Pratt is a postulant boil, and he's lucky I didn't have him sealed in a wall.
He truly is rather foul, isn't he?
All he does is spy on students in here and report back to the headmaster. Sometimes, if there's nothing to report, he'll make it up. I spent 4 hours in detention last week, all because he told Black that I was planning to drain the lake, whatever that means. It was the last straw. He and his frame had to go.
May I ask where you put him?
Well, I didn't put him anywhere. The frame is likely with the fine gents I paid to snatch it. They camp in a ruin by the coast. I just wanted it far enough away that I'd never have to think about Ferdinand Pratt ever again.
You do know he's screaming in the library as we speak.
Oh, for the love of Merlin. If you ask me, he's got nothing to scream about. I could have had him put in the Hog's Head. The pampered Pratt would have hated it. Grimy walls, smell of goats. And the patrons, they eat snooty princes like Ferdinand for dinner. But what's done is done. He isn't here anymore, and if I were you, I should enjoy it. Lovely chatting with you.
Afraid to take a hit, are you? I'll check your pockets after you're dead.
Revelio.
Call out for me, all you... They don't seem to care. We've made our money. Now let's burn him and be done with it. It's exhausting.
Revelio.
Waiting to do what would work for him. I'm happy to keep or ransom him. Gold is gold.
Well, if you weren't so forgetful, we'd probably have...
I've had enough. No one's going to pay a ransom for that portrait.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio.
No one's going to pay a ransom for that portrait.
Petrificus total!
You're the one who released Treadwell, aren't you? You're the one who stole our...
Protego!
We'd have had those snidgets if you hadn't
Petrificus
interfered.
totalis!
I know you're stupid one. You weakened.
Confringo!
Petrificus totalis!
Defendo!
You're afraid to fight back? I've seen you use Expelliarmus.
Protego! Stupefy! Imperio!
Ha! You're easier to spot than an irrumpant.
I know what you do, Harlow, and I'm not one to forgive.
Shame nobody saw that. Could it be a Merlin trial? This looks intriguing. Aloha Mora.
Well, it's about time. It's a wonder there's any...
Calm down, I'm here now.
Calm down. Those buffoons outside have been talking about burning me. Me! If they weren't all sharing half a brain, they'd realize I'm worth more to them intact and at the Three Broomsticks.
How is that?
With everything I overhear, I'm a veritable trove of information. Now, don't just stand there. I need to be back by cocktail hour. The place will be like a funeral without me.
Let's get out of here then, shall we?
Be sure to carry me carefully, won't you? My pantaloons are already creased. Where have you put me? It's pitch black in here. I shan't stand for this.
Revelio.
Lumos. I should investigate. Merlin himself would be proud.
Rot for this! Leaving me in here with your unsanitary clutter! Get me out!
I'm sure you had your reasons, but breaking into Alfred Lawley's home wasn't the brightest idea.
What are you, a troll? All your heavy stamping about is going to damage my frame! Oh, finally! Back on my wall and more angelic than ever.
There you are. Welcome back.
I'm not usually one to give thanks. There's a sort of servant ring to it. But I suppose some gratitude is in order. As a show of goodwill, I'll exclude whatever misdeeds I hear about you in my reports to the headmaster. And I do hear quite a bit. Now, be off with you. I can't be seen talking to a student. Go on then, go! It's all right, everyone. I'm back.
Oh, it's you!
just the person I...
Samantha, is everything all right?
No, it's not. It's my brother William. He's been cursed. He ignored my warning and now he's lying in St. Mungo's looking completely pathetic. He simply never listens.
I'm sorry, how exactly has he been cursed?
Oh, you won't believe it. Truly, but his feet were turned into purple beets. You can imagine his distress. And mine. I won't even go into the attention he was getting from our garden rabbits before he admitted himself to hospital.
I'm so sorry. That sounds like a trying situation.
I'm glad you understand. Everyone else just laughs at me as if it's a joke. No compassion at all.
Well, it is an unusual situation. How did your brother end up like this?
It's entirely his own fault. I told him about some research I'd done recently on our ancestor Marmaduke Dale. In particular, my discovery that Marmaduke's tomb was cursed. My brother's always making fun of my discoveries. This time, he laughed in my face. Told me I'd misinterpreted my findings. As if that weren't possible. And to prove his point, he went right up to the entrance of the tomb and poof! His feet transfigured into beets.
How awful. I can see why you're upset. He definitely needs some help.
Exactly. He may be a cape flapper, but he's still my brother. And no one deserves such a fate to last forever, especially as the result of a single brainless mistake. Now I worry that if the curse isn't reversed, it could become permanent.
Can't the curse be broken?
Possibly. The curse stems from a crest that was stolen from Marmaduke. If the crest were returned to its rightful place upon his sarcophagus, then I believe that William's feet may be restored. You battled trolls when they attacked Hogsmeade, escaped a dragon, and I could tell by your work and charms that you're a skilled spellcaster. Returning a crest to a sarcophagus should be almost effortless for you. So, will you help us?
I can take the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus for you.
Oh, thank you! Thank you so much! You'll simply go into the tomb where Marmaduke was laid to rest and place the crest on top of his sarcophagus. According to my research, the tomb's been abandoned for centuries, so it should be a fairly simple task. You'll find it just east of the hamlet of Brockborough. Thank you for your help. My family is indebted to you.
I need to find the tomb near Brockborough and place Samantha's family crest on a sarcophagus there.
I don't know why you don't just get...
Revelio.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there. Well, my feet didn't turn into beads. That's a good start.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Should have known her ball.
Lumos.
Should have known a herbologist would use Devil's Snare. A troll? You can't be serious. Marmaduke certainly left behind more than plants.
Incendio! Confringo! Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Well, my feet didn't turn into beets. That's a good start.
Lumos. Revelio.
A sarcophagus. That should reverse the curse. Hopefully.
Revelio.
Samantha will be glad to hear that the crest has been returned. I certainly hope it reverses the curse.
What needs doing, needs doing.
Revelio.
I'm happy to tell you that I returned the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus just as you asked.
I thought as much. I received word from St. Mungo's that my brother's feet are back to normal. No more beats. Oh, I cannot thank you enough. It wasn't too much trouble, I hope.
Just a measly old troll. Nothing significant.
A troll? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. That's awful. No one has been in that tomb for centuries. But I can't say I'm surprised. Marmaduke seems to have been full of surprises.
Indeed he was.
Well, I suppose I should be going. I'm anxious to see my brother, who must be elated to have his feet back.
Of course. I certainly would be.
William and I are forever in your debt. Thank you again for what you did.